SMA is a company which is dedicated to creating entertainment by design for concert and corporate events around the world.
Created by two people that have been in the industry, both on stage and off, for I think between us over 60 years.
Oh, my background is I've been a performer, singer, dancer for most of my life. I had a fantastic career in the West End.
My background's theatre, music theatre mainly, but also business. So it was a natural progression from theatre and performing in musicals to running a company.
So I was in London doing some work with our shows there, and I went to see a few shows and I got inspired. And I thought, what about we take the history of the boy bands, meaning from the 1950s, from Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons to the Platters, the Four Tops, the Spaniels, and take the audience on a fantastic journey of music, of the best hits from the best bands of all time. And I thought, let's not just focus on one era. Let's focus on 5 decades, up to the Backstreet Boys, up to Take That. When we were putting the show together, my passion, my desire was to try create a medley format. So basically, within, let's say, 6 to 7, 8 minutes, you're getting the best songs from each individual band at the time. The look of the show I was really hoping to have was a very slick, sophisticated, highly choreographed show. All the boys are quite young in the business and very, very handsome. They can all move, they can all sing, they can all dance, they can all act. They all needed to be triple threats.
Choreography was created by Cameron Mitchell in association with my business partner David Malik, who's also an incredible dancer in his own right.
We talked a lot about the vision of the show and the feel of it, and how each era of music had to represent a certain style of choreography. And to incorporate that, to keep it original, to keep it new, was a challenge. Well, costuming was important because you're taking the audience on a 5-decade journey. You needed costumes that could represent that area in a very slick, sophisticated way. My business partner, Dale Burridge, had the task of having to approach some of the top designers and find out what was going to be the best look.
Arthur Gallen is a prominent Australian designer, award-winning designer. So we brought his clothes on board. They're very fitting to the particular era of the music as well.
There are 4 boys in the act. Each one has a responsibility, and at one point one of the boys will be carrying the dialogue and script for the next section. Each boy is featured vocally all the way through. It's very shared out. And each boy's vocal strength, I think, are represented in what sections they're doing and what particular bands that they're singing in. It's important that they just didn't get up there and do song after song, because you have to engage the audience. So there needed to be a link, dialogue, script that explained to the audience why we're going to the next decade and what was the interesting thing happening with that particular band at the time.
And if you're not, well, I promise you will be by the time we're through with you.
We are the boys in the band and have a wee bit of story to tell. Tonight, we're going to celebrate some of the best music from some of the best boy bands of all time.
And we aren't talking about the boy bands of today. We're talking about the boys in the band, the ones who started it all. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
The Beatles.
The Jackson 5.
The Bee Gees.
Milli Vanilli.
What?
Forget it, I'm going to ask you to sit back and relax, but I think that's going to be impossible.
Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry, Sherry baby, baby, Sherry baby, Sherry, can you come out tonight? Come out tonight.
I mean, we do some really high-end corporates for some major companies. And that is the hardest audience you're ever going to perform for, because often they don't know who you are or what you've done, and they've got an agenda for the night. So if you can hit that audience and engage them for 40 minutes or however long the feature entertainment is, you've smashed it.
We've seen a lot of shows over a lot of years. We've created some fantastic product nothing else compares.
It caters to all ages, all demographic, and everywhere the boys have performed, they've received standing ovations, and people cannot sit. By the end of the show, they are all up on their feet, which to me is a testament of, you know, what the boys are doing. I would say that it is an absolute roller coaster ride of first-class entertainment, taking the audience on a journey of 5 decades of music from the best bands, the best hits of all time.